Hi, this is Joe Rogan. I'm so fucking stupid, my hair fell off. The P word is much better than my moronic podcast. Listener discretion is advised.
Yes, you've seen it in magazines, you've read it in the newspapers. In fact, perhaps you've even seen the owner's picture. Ralph Williams, the owner of Bayshore Chrysler Plymouth, 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. You notice the big bald-headed son of a bitch? The man that came to San Francisco to offer them more for the dollar they spend. The man that came to San Francisco to rape each and every citizen in the whole San Francisco Bay Area. You don't believe it? Listen to me. I don't lie. Take a fucking car like this. A 1966 Ford, a Country Squire 9-passenger station wagon. Don't worry about the equipment. Imagine all the fun you can have in the back. And while you're doing it, imagine all the money that bald-headed prick Ralph Williams is going to be making on the car he's trying to fuck you out of. Yes, the man that'll take every dime out of the San Francisco Bay Area and spend it on prostitutes, booze, and of course crap tables in the city of Las Vegas. I'm sure you've heard about it. So remember this. If you'd like to get fucked and hooked real hard before you buy a car, come down here. Let Ralph Williams do it. Why not? Why not somebody else? Remember, our address is 345 El Camino Real in the city of San Bruno. But if you come from Marin County, East Bay Area, or San Jose, your money spends just as well as anybody else's. And when this bald-headed son of a bitch gets hold of you, you will spend money. Talking about payments, 5 years payments of $100 a month. You can't get even. So shop before you buy. Bayshore Chrysler Plymouth.
You're listening to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
Day. Hey guys, what's going on?
Holy moly!
Yeah,
so was that like a commercial or something?
It was a take on a commercial back in the 70s. I'm assuming it never went on TV, but hey, what do I know?
Jack sells cars cheap. Jack got drunk. Jack's out of control. Wow. Speaking out of control.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're here with Freddie. He's in control.
Yeah,
Freddie Geller.
He's keeping.
There's a
us
reason
honest,
why he's here, but it became a double reason tonight. So and we'll get to that in a minute. We have a big show coming up this weekend. It's Dog Bite Money, Old School and Resurrection at the Water Tower in Oaks, Pennsylvania. And we did this last year. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of people there.
It was a great time.
It was a great time.
Yep.
And we're going to do it again this weekend. With that said, and I have a show tomorrow night, and I have a show Friday night, and we're going to talk about all that bullshit.
Dear God, man.
But today was a rough day for a lot of people. And I equate today, to me, today was a lot like the day I found out Eddie Van Halen died. And similarly when Ryan James Dio died. Today, we got the news that Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Yep. Now, listen, it wasn't like you didn't know the guy was ill and had things going on. It's kind of like when you know your grandfather's sick and he passes away. It's still upsetting, God damn it. It still hurts. It still stings. And, we can get into all that later. I brought a couple of the albums over here, and I don't know where my one album is. I'm very upset. But this kind of sums up Ozzy. If for those that are on YouTube and they can see, this picture really kind of sums up. This is what he was.
I can see it on your feed as well.
He's an entertainer and a showman. And more importantly, whether it was by design or dumb luck or people helping him, he had some of the most influential musicians in the 80s era of music come through his solo band. Not to mention, I'm not even going to get into the whole Black Sabbath thing. That's the band that started it all for me. But he had this knack, whether by his own volition or somebody else sitting with him, it didn't matter. He found people that changed music in a profound way, in the way that music was made and executed and written. And his first two solo albums, Lee Kerslake and Bob Daisley, they penned those records. Randy Rhoads did the backdrop to it, and they penned them. Yeah. And that combination made for some of the most powerful music. And hey, listen, you might not be into hard rock and all that, but to a guy who grew up in the 80s, I was 14-something years old when all that stuff started happening. It was kind of life-changing, and that stuff imprints on you. And
Yeah, Ozzy has a lot of core memories.
yes,
Tower Theater, got to see him there with my original band, and Motorhead opened up.
oh,
So my bass player wanted me to switch seats because Lemmy used to do stage left. So he goes, Fred, take the we had like second row. He said, take the other side.
he was stage right.
I think before he. Wait, you're right. Stage right.
Stage right.
Yeah, I'm looking this way. I'm thinking, and then later
Look,
on,
Snaggle
Your
Puss.
left, stage right.
yeah, right. So I got the switch, and Motorhead I was already part of Motorhead fan club, and never forget the curtain rise, and there's the white boots. There's the white boots from Randy, and blew us away. And I got it. I don't think we ever missed him. I know we did all the Ozfests. Went to Ashbury Park to see him with Def Leppard, and that's when I had to work. Of course, I always come back to work. Usually for a show, especially somewhere far. Me and Regina would take a day trip, and we got to Ashbury Park. Got great rooms. Had party with Marines. It was great and beautiful on the pier concert hall, and he opened the windows. And this was the original Def Leppard when they were good.
Oh,
And so years later, not even a couple years later, a couple years ago.
Pete Willis on guitar.
Yep, Randy. Rudy Sarzo wrote a book. It says him and Randy and Ozzy and Tommy walked the boardwalk to Ashbury that day with a slice of pizza.
Because they're people too.
Yeah.
Right?
They were so. And I was telling Paul before we started, I got to meet Ozzy at WFIL on Live Aid, and he was such a great guy. And then years later, 2010, when he put out Down to Earth, I knew somebody who worked at Tower Records. They got me the wristband. So I get there 12 hours early. They had a Wendy's, I had a Walkman, so I was good to go for days. And the guy comes out, he goes, well, I like your dedication. Don't you think you're over the top? I said, how many people are in there? 50 to 100? I'm already 101. I said, I'm not missing this opportunity to actually get a picture, which I posted on Instagram today. And
I didn't know you were on Instagram.
yeah, Dog Bite Money, official.
Huh.
That's the only thing. Now, Stevie runs Facebook, because that's a devil's playground.
I gotta like
got-
now.
Yeah, but
I got more shit to do.
I'm barely on there. I mean, that's like I don't even know how to.
well, it's
work
easy
that
for
thing.
me. And so guy
That's
came
funny.
out, and there was already, I'll say 1,000, if not more. Guy comes out and goes, look, when you approach Ozzy, you come up slow. Don't rush at him, or I'm shutting this thing down. So I'm first in line. Behind me was a guy who dressed as little baby as a dove.
Oh, nice.
Right. So
You,
I
you
couldn't-
sure you dressed him up?
Right. So I said, well, you go ahead of me, and that'll be fine. So the guy approaches Ozzy, puts him on a knee, takes a shot. You walked off, and Sharon and the kids gave you a T-shirt that said, I met Ozzy, which I still have.
Because it was really, it was like barely even functioning at that point. They were just cobbling it together.
Yeah. And so never forget, Ozzy smelled so good. Whatever aftershave or perfume he had on was really good. I go up slow.
English leather, I assume.
I approach him. Ozzy, you're my favorite. You're the best. God bless you. Gave me a hug. And then off I went. The girl behind me starts screaming, running up to him.
Oh boy!
He says, "That's it. We're shutting this fucking
Shut it
thing
down."
Oh, and I'm walking out. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I looked at the guy. I said, "Now you know why I waited 12 hours. Because it takes one asshole to do that."
That's true.
And no, Ozzy's always the best. All the Ozfests. I was there when Halford had to take over.
That's a legendary show.
And I walked out. Because with Ozfest, talking about, I coached a baseball team when I was younger. Now listen to this. Now remember, every time Ozzy or Guns N' Roses was canceled, there'd be a riot. And we had responsibility, because like when the kids came to me in 90, whatever, and said, oh, Mr. Geller, Ozzy's got an Ozfest. I'm like, kids, if he ever comes to Camden, we're in. Well, that was it. And I'm thinking, well, I was a trustworthy guy, but you're letting me take 12 kids of my own to this Ozfest thing.
Yeah, they used to do worse than the safety baseball games.
Right. I said, God, guys, I don't want no Ozzy babies. So me and Regina would sit at a section where the kids would come get us. And Johnny D and Michael Kelly were at the show. And they see me and Regina and the kids. And Johnny said, Freddie, Ozzy's drunk. He's not coming. Regina says, that's it. We're packing up. I said, well, look, I want to see Halford a little bit, because I knew it was going to be a story, because he already did the reunion, the first farewell tour with Sabbath. I said, as soon as he does karaoke, we're out of here. So we pack up like a bunch of hobos. They open up with War Pigs. Generals gathered in their masses. And we walked out. But back in the day, someone had the feed to Camden's video. So within a couple weeks, I had the whole concert.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I still have that on DVD.
So he's one of my favorites of all time.
Oh,
Rob.
Halford's. The story. Every time I met him down the truck when he was with the fight.
He's a good guy.
Oh, he was such a great guy.
Really nice person.
Mm-hmm.
Met him at King of Prussia Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
For Nostradamus.
Yeah. In the T-shirt store.
Hot Topics.
Yeah.
Oh, I still got that album up on the wall.
That was before Old School, I think. So you and I could have been in line together.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Every time we talk concerts, so many times we'll say something. Mike Natalini, his first concert was Aerosmith, like mine. And we first connected on that. I'm like, Michael, you must have been right next to me. I mean, I know there were 17,000.
It's funny, though. You know, when you go to concerts, then now, you run into so many people.
Yeah.
My son used to get wowed when I would go to concerts. Dad, you know everybody.
We had to do a meet and greet.
It would amaze me when you find somebody like JFK. It's not like you're milling around that place too much, you know? It's so big.
Yeah.
Or God forbid the Vet.
My first concert, wasn't Ozzy. Obviously, it was Kiss. Kiss with Priest. Wow. So it was 79. You know, it was the disco era of Kiss. But I loved Kiss in 76, 77. But I saw the first Ozzy show I went to. Motley Crue opened up, and it was general admission floor. Shout at the Devil tour for.
Now, wasn't that Wasted open up for Motley Crue, and then
I believe it was Wasted. Yeah.
Because I was
And
that Wasted first album.
You know,
was incredible.
I didn't know anything about the music scene. I don't know how old I was. I wasn't that old. Maybe I was 16.
What year?
83,
83, 84, somewhere in there.
Yeah, 15, 16.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I had my license or I was getting it soon. So I was probably 15. And I remember I bought Motley Crue gloves, the ones that they had on the Too Fast for Love album. And, we'd heard rumor that some of the guys in Wasted, somebody from there was from Philly. Because we didn't know. You know, I was Northeast Philly guy. I didn't know any of those guys, right?
Two of them, Ronnie Cafield,
Yeah,
Johnny.
Ron Cafield. So we cheered for them regardless, and it was fun. Then Motley Crue came out and fucking tore it up, and then we were so close. We were right in front of the stage. I got to watch Jake E. Lee in front of me. Like Ozzy was during Ozzy's we'll call it the Ruben-esque era.
Shirt off, sweaty.
Running around with his shirt off, and it may have been, it was post shaving of the head, I think. I'm trying to remember. Then I saw him again with Metallica opening. I was on like row 13.
Well, I was 23, so I was 10 behind you.
Get out of here,
I'm
dude.
telling you, even what you're just talking about, Jakey, I was like in the middle, so I was maybe 20 behind you, but I was there.
That's cool.
Yeah, there was Ozzy's. Like such core memories. Atlantic City, the first Bark at the Moon, and this is before internet or you had to wait for your Kerrang magazine to come out. So line around the block. Regina takes my hand, goes, "I'm not waiting in line." Just as we were turning the corner, they open the doors. First one's in, and there's an Asian guy standing there. Oh my God! If I knew that was Jakey, like I knew now.
You want to laugh? I didn't know until like 3 years ago that he was part Asian. I'm the only guy in the world who didn't know.
He's the only one. You couldn't tell.
One of my best friends is Chinese.
Last name didn't give it away?
Yeah, Jake E. Lee. Yeah, very racist for.
I just had no idea.
Yeah.
All I knew is I loved the way he played.
Yeah.
And when I found out that he was one of the original guitar players in Rat, or at least had done a stint, it all made sense.
Yep.
He brought that Rat aesthetic into Ozzy's world. He brought that L.A. feel to Ozzy's music, and I love that.
Oh, I said she. I'm
And
sure
I've got
Ozzy and her. But they always made sure they were a step ahead because even like Paul was saying, the original Uriah Heep rhythm section was killer. But she's looking across the pond and seeing all the hair and everything. And I got the shirt on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, great stuff.
For Matt, this is an originally LP.
Nope.
Still in nice condition.
No, you keep your stuff good. That's what.
Can't think who the artist is who did that. Damn it.
Hold on, I got something else here.
Fuck. Oh well.
I think I have Bark at the Moon down here somewhere. Yep, there it is.
I had that cassette and it survived a flood of like river water in my car. You couldn't kill it.
Was that your Amigo?
I was watching Speed Racer and I thought, well, can't all cars do that?
Oh.
No, it was my first car, the Turismo, the Charger, the
Oh yeah.
shit body Charger thing.
Yeah.
There was
The,
a flash flood in.
Inline 4-cylinder engine from Chrysler Corporation.
They
Good stuff.
I was driving down Route 30 and everything just overflowed at the moment I was there, and it just.
They made a Charger with that body as well.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
That's funny. Bark at the Moon, another great core memory. Living in a trap, in an apartment. Me and Regina brought all the necessities for a concert. Made sure we had all that. Pockets loaded, everything's ready, lighters and everything. We get down to the front of the Spectrum. We don't have our tickets.
Oh, no.
Now, see, because you're thinking today.
I'd be throwing up.
Nope. I said, Regina, here's $20. I dropped off at the front, 4 steps up, 2 tickets. So I still have the original stubs. Because I've never used.
Yeah, I have my stubs.
I kept all that stuff for at least the first 200.
That was also back when you could get a ticket for like $30 max. Now it would be a friggin' war crime.
Yeah, I try to do the math on today's. I mean, I know Taylor Swift, but is she worth 1,000? Is Metallica worth 1,000?
I don't think anybody's worth 1,000.
No.
But there were virtuosos that were.
Yeah. I mean, I see some of the
When I
best
was a
guys.
kid, $30 was a bitch, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I remember when every once in a while I have a $20 bill. I used to get that Radio Shack catalog. What can I build for $20?
Yep.
I miss Radio Shack. I walked up there one
I
time.
miss it terrible.
I had a hoodie on and I put sunglasses on. I walked up to the door. And the guy, honest to God, Asbury guy walked up,
Patricia Phillips?
locked it, and just stepped back.
Oh.
They wouldn't let me in because
That
I
is
looked
a
like the
kid.
Unabomber.
Yeah. And it's funny talk about places that are out of circulation.
Joe?
Roy Rogers
Pat?
opened up in Cherry Hill. So coming home from the shore last week, me and Regina said, we got time. Let's stop. We pull into Cherry Hill. I thought it was an accident. A mile long to get into Roy Rogers.
Get the...
We were shocked.
They didn't have very good burgers.
No, it wasn't the best.
They had the
Fixin's Bar.
The Fixin's Bar, right.
So we used to hang out at Roosevelt Mall in Northeast Philly.
Okay.
And Roy had the Fixin's Bar. Well, if you were hungry and you didn't
Burger,
have any money-
35.
no, we would just go in and steal pickles.
Oh,
Yeah.
we just get like a small burger and just pile it with salad.
Yeah, that's all. Just, And so we ended up eating at Habit Burger, which was down the street, which was very good. And coming out of Habit Burger, 25, 30 minutes later, Roy Rogers is closed. They're out of food.
Oh, my God.
Closed. Oh, wow. So, yeah.
So remember when they tried to do that up here? They tried to open a Geno's here in KOP. It didn't do too well.
Because it's not it's not real Geno's. That's back. Like I remember driving through Dayton with my parents when I was a little kid, and there was a KFC, and it was just a KFC.
Yep.
And I'm like, what is that? What happened? Why is it just a KFC? Where's Geno's?
Yeah,
My parents
people
don't
understand.
My
That
parents
was
don't
it.
explain anything. They just looked at me like I was an idiot. But
What's
I'm
the matter with you, Jim?
I've never seen
You
Geno's.
Stupid.
I've never seen a KFC without
What'd you
a
give
Geno's.
this kid for milk?
Why do we feed this kid? Let him die. For Christ's sake.
Yeah. So sad day.
Sad day. I mean,
Sad
just, I was sitting at work, and one of my coworkers, I am me, Ozzy passed, and I was like, really? And he's like, yes. So I, went on the internet. And the next
You're
thing
full
I
of
know,
shit. Die. Oh, God,
I'm
you're
sitting
right.
there,
Oh,
and
son of a bitch.
I'm like, oh, I got tears coming down my face. It was the backdrop to so much. So when I was in college, I did a lot of video. I went to school for television and film. So I made television shows, and of course, when I did some of my television shows, I used Kiss. But when I did my movie, I used Revelation Mother Earth.
Oh, great song.
And it was a movie about nuclear war, which is, if I'm not mistaken, he had a song called Thank God for the Bomb, which, he was talking about mutually assured destruction in that, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I
Good times. Good
I
times.
did this movie where it contrasted two people. It was a movie where there was no dialogue. I used, of course, the guys in my band. My one buddy worked in Center City, so I got him a briefcase, put him in a suit. He's walking around Center City. He's going places. He's angry. He's busy. And then my other guy, he's out somewhere in the suburbs. He's smoking a bowl. He's relaxing. He's walking his dog in the park. But then there's a flash in the sky, and meanwhile, Revelation Mother Earth is playing in the background of this whole thing very quietly, with the vocals kind of panned off to the wrong side, so you can't really hear them. And then there's a flash, and they both have the same moment, and then the screen goes white, and then I used a guitar to make an explosion sound. I did a repeating echo chamber thing,
wow.
and that's how the movie ends.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
They both had different lives, but they both died the same way.
Nope.
I don't know. I thought I was going to be like the next Fellini. I was more like the next Filet.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, wait a minute. I think I have a copy of your movie right here.
For real?
The only one left on the planet after the Holocaust, eh? Hey, go.
That's
the
it.
Earth had been like devastated
there was
by
no
nuclear
sound.
war.
Well,
like Russia
this
blew
is an
up the
overdub.
U.S. and U.S. blew up Russia, eh? Statue of Liberty.
Well, you're not old enough to remember going underneath the desks.
They spoke about it.
We laughed about it. We used to watch that stupid turtle thing and kind of giggle.
We watched that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Visitation under the desk.
I mean, they were still giving vaccinations in school when I was there.
We were
And only one kid had an arm glove out of his back after he got vaccinated.
Funny, nobody died.
Nope.
Everyone lived.
Weird.
Well, we had that conversation last week down the shore. I remember being in line of visitation for a tray of hot dogs and beans, and they just come up and give you a shot. My brother was
For real.
Oh yeah,
This is the way it
I'm
was.
not, I'm not shitting you. And you would go home and tell mom, they wouldn't care, And so my
Did you
brother
cry?
Nope. No.
That's all my parents would have said. Did you cry?
My brother.
I remember the sound of that thing, that gun.
The gun.
Yep. My brother gave plasma, and he goes, Freddie, if you ever need a couple extra $100, whatever they gave us has a special ingredient in it that makes your plasma a couple $100 more.
Ah.
Yeah. So,
I'm O negative. Every time I go in, they're like, "Can we take twice as much?"
no, leave me alone.
I'm like, "Go ahead."
Yeah.
They don't want my blood. They told me to leave.
But yeah, and
Hey, Melissa.
getting on a good track. Coming up Saturday, going to be a great show.
It is.
Dogbyte has been doing an because I got to see Back to the Beginning.
So Steve Yasko wrote we should do a thing of Paranoid at the very end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'll tell the guys in Old School because we were talking about opening up with Paranoid. So we'll
Oh
just,
yeah, we'll do it at the end.
I don't know. Pat made me sad. Now he can't help but cry every time he hears "Mama, I'm coming home."
Oh, don't even start.
I'm sure we're going to try and I don't know. Everybody's going to want to play Crazy Train that night,
Well, no, not us, because I know everybody wants to play Crazy Train.
and we do Over the Mountain.
Okay, good.
We'll figure something out. We
Yeah.
gotta do something.
Yeah. No, we got a nice Ozzy thing going, which, like I said, but back to the beginning, all those bands killed on the Sabbath, even bands I don't like. Even though, like Guns N' Roses, they did okay. But even that Youngblood guy.
I didn't watch much of it.
Is he
I don't know who that
Ghost? I mean,
Oh, he might be the ghost guy. I don't know.
see, I don't know. But anyway, I thought, and even Anthrax killed with their Sabbath song, and I thought, well, we already do like a little a medley of Ozzy stuff, so let's
That's
open
cool.
with that.
Good,
So,
good
yeah.
choice, dude.
Yeah, so we'll
You know,
do
like
that.
I watched a lot of the stuff with Nuno.
Nuno's incredible.
Nuno's like he's one of those guys.
Yeah, and everybody was busting for him doing the solos. And Jakey goes, I just got them being shot.
Yeah, he just said, "Can you get up here with us?" Mm-hmm. People are fucking mean.
And now Aerosmith wants to do a farewell. Because Tyler killed. Tyler's vocals are killer.
I
but-
heard it was good.
Oh, he was killer. And Whole Lot of Love, even did a little scream and everything. Nice echo.
See, I didn't watch any of it. I'm hoping like there's gonna be a official release. I'll buy it.
It's supposed to be a big movie. And
I'll
back
sit down. I
yeah.
can sit in my other room here. Then I can run piss every 5 seconds because my bladder's so small.
Nice.
No, it was really good. So yeah.
Oh, sure.
You ready for this?
Yeah, man.
You having some, Freddie?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Sure.
Cool.
But yeah, it's nice. It'll be actually it's Hoff's 15th year and Todd's 10th. I mean, not consecutive, but when they joined you. And it's really nice to have the guys back. It took about 5 minutes for the electric magic to connect again, but we got it down. And we're all older now. It's because I'm not so much older than you guys, but it's nice.
only a few years, Freddie.
Oh, thank you.
Relatively speaking, think about it. That
oh,
20-year-old girl looks the same to both of us.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Oh, was
that wrong?
not today?
I don't know what I'm answering.
Yeah.
You're better off, Jim. All right. So what do we got here? We got.
This is Red Seal Ale by North Coast Brewing.
So it's a red ale.
It's a red ale.
I like red ales.
I love red ale.
North Coast. I like the name of that.
So there you
All
go.
right. Well, since we
You
ain't
see
doing
that?
shots to Ozzy.
Cheers, Oz.
Yep. Cheers, Oz.
Thank you for being the backdrop to my teenage years and my 20s, especially when Zach came along. Those first 2 records were absolutely astounding.
The first gift a girl outside of my family ever gave me was an Ozzy album. She had no idea what the hell it was about, and I think it scared her a little bit. But
That's like my neighbor who gave me Diary of a Madman. That was the album that introduced me to Ozzy, if I'm not mistaken. At least solo Ozzy. I think I was in the Sabbath already.
yeah.
Yeah, and my mom took down the Black Sabbath poster with the cross upside down.
Oh my God,
that
my
was
mother
one
would've-
step too
yeah.
far. That was one step.
She
too
would have
far.
freaked out because I used to listen to Sabbath. That was like when I came back from Florida and got away from all that inbred stuff and got back here, and there was actually music. Like Sabbath was, my friend had like tons of Sabbath, and we'd just sit up there and like, you know, he had beer cans all around the room. He had one of those collections. We'd all go up there and just listen to music, and it's just like, oh, what the hell is this? It's awesome.
I can tell you that when I got out of the Kiss spell, oh wait, I'm still in it.
There's always a break.
It was Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, Van Halen. They were the three bands that I was like, oh, there's other stuff.
There's other music.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Somebody's singing about.
And then
that.
for years I was like, who does that song with the Silver Mountain?
Yeah.
I was like, I like that song. That's good. We used to hear it on the radio on YSP, and then he ended up in Sabbath. Didn't know he was in the band for like a year, maybe 2. Had no idea what was going on. It was because Philly radio sucked balls in those days. They didn't talk about hard rock.
Oh no.
No, it was top 40 basically. Yeah.
So unless
And
I
the
was
first,
getting Kerrang or something.
The first Heaven and Hell tour, we got ripped off in Philly for me a good reason, because the Phillies won the World Series.
Bastards.
But Shakin' Street opened up with Ross the Boss. It was Italian female singer in black leather. 2 albums killer. And I am such a bad judge. I'm glad I'm not an A&R guy. Like when I seen, oh my God, they're going to be like the biggest thing. I went go back to Sabbath, 7 Star when Wasp opened up.
Oh,
And they let Wasp use all their stage effects with them. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to be the next Led Zeppelin. And then that lasted 2 years, and Blackie went downhill, trying to be Pete Townsend.
Oh, hey, Tom.
I liked the way they did the Who though. I did.
Oh, yeah. And Townsend wrote a letter. It sucked.
Did he really?
Yeah, Townsend
Well,
goes-
that's like when Ted Nugent went after Dimebag for doing Cat Scratch Fever, told him it was no good. And
Yeah,
all
no,
this.
no, it's good.
And that crushed me.
It's funny with the 80s production. The 2 bands, Wasp and Twisted Sister, who told them to crunch them guitars like that? That compression.
Oh, Twisted Sister records sounded like they were made in a demo shop.
Yes, yes. And then when you see them live, it's like, yeah, that's
Yeah, it
the way
was
it's
big.
supposed to
It
sound.
was big.
Yeah.
And, you know, especially when you listen to You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. What a great fucking tune. Mm-hmm. And it just sounds like ass on the record.
Yeah, like they're doing through a can.
It's weird.
Yeah, like who was okayed that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who
The
was-
vocals are fine now.
I'm assuming it wasn't Mutt Lang. 'Cause then it would have
That
been
would
run
have
through
been
NASA.
gigantic.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Mutt
Oh
Lang's
my
interesting
God.
with AC/DC, got him the Highway to Hell.
Def Leppard.
And then
first
he
2
said, you guys
records
should
were-
do more harmonies and stuff. And they said no. So he went to Def Leppard. Yes, sir. Put on all you want. And today they show on Instagram an old shot with the original Def Leppard. With the, Wasted and stuff. What a great band. But again, like I
That
was
used to
trying
be a staple of ours.
Yes.
Back in
Yeah,
the
the
day.
early Dog
I was talking about that with my wife last night. We were sitting out. We were talking about the old Def Leppard albums, and then Mutt comes along and just like runs it through like a cyclotron, and everything gets way bigger and more overproduced and everything, and it's just like a totally different thing.
Yeah, because we were talking down at Shore about when you throw your hat in the ring, I'm going to be a musician. You think, well, I'm going to, long hair and this the rest of my life. Well, look at Kiss, Stones. Like, you got to go with the flow sometimes. And, my buddy was complaining about Aerosmith not doing drugs. I said, here we go. Let me tell you something. I'm a record company. I'm going to give you $60 million. You're going to do what I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Now you could get in your walk this way once in a while, but you're going to do Angel and don't want to miss a thing because I want my money back. And everybody benefits from it. So, so like we first started, like I'm just doing the metal rest of my life. I'm thinking, no, if you got in the 90s, all of a sudden you get a down tune.
See, and that's when Freddie, I bailed.
Yep.
I was like, I'm out. So Def Leppard on through the night, that was produced by Tom Alum. I just looked it up. Tom Alum is the guy who did all the Priest stuff. He did,
That's right, yeah.
Scream for Vengeance.
And what's that guy with the real funny name, Chris Tzangaris or something?
Yeah, that guy did all the early Sabbath.
And Thin Lizzy.
And when when Anvil got back together, they went back to him to record. It was like in his house. It was like the weirdest. Did you see the Anvil movie?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And my son got to open for them.
Which
That
your
was so
son's a
fucking-
killer drummer.
Thank you.
Like I said, I went to see Anvil just to say I seen him. And I'm watching this opening band. I'm like, all right, there's a bit of Metallica. There's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That drummer is solid. And then I run in Matt.
You should hear him now.
Wow. And then Matt says, that's Paul's son.
I used to hear him from my house.
Yeah, they used to
Like
practice
he'd practicing
here,
down here
in
and
this room.
I'd be out mowing the lawn. I'd turn the mower off. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
But he had another band that was in here too that you heard too. That was the previous band. And then in the
Oh,
middle
yeah.
of the two bands, he was in a band called No Regrets. In the middle of that, he was in a thrash metal band for a little while, which I mean hardcore.
That's the
Cookie
one
Monster.
I heard. Yeah.
No, they didn't practice here.
Oh, they
I didn't
didn't?
No, I didn't let them.
Oh wow, I thought I heard them here.
Maybe once.
You were on vacation that one week.
But that's probably when my Ozzy album disappeared.
You're down.
Nance and I went and saw them one time, and no offense, David, it was just not my thing. But I saw David's band this past week in
I'm sure he's sitting in front of his
Phoenixville.
fireplace.
They were in
you know,
Phoenixville.
Snifter or brandy, crying because you didn't like his band.
No, he didn't give a shit. But he always cares when I critique, I think. So anyway, we went and saw him at the Rec Room. It's Conshohocken Brewing in Phoenixville last Friday night.
Okay.
Killer crowd. I mean, it was a lot of fun. They had a DJ, he did something I've never seen before. So the guy was a DJ. He's doing like the modern hard rock where they do the and then they calm down and they sing and then they go back. When those parts would come up, this guy had a microphone and he was running in the audience, trying to sing. He was a frustrated singer. I didn't dig that. No offense to you, dude, if you're listening. You do you. I'm an old guy.
We're not
you know?
a DJ, right? We're not DJs.
Maybe you're onto something that I don't understand.
We don't like you.
I do pinch harmonics all the time, and people probably don't like that either.
Yeah.
But they did great, and so meanwhile, a funny thing was happening. My son does a song called "Dogs," and there's these really complicated drum sections in it. And I turned to my wife and I said, "Something's going on." It's like just a hair off timing. He comes up after the show. I'm like, I said, what was going on in Dogs? He said that the bass drum, he was using somebody else's kit. They had put duct tape on it or something, and it was going through, and it was a whole thing. But it's funny to think, because I know these songs, a lot of the songs that they do, they have a lot of new stuff, but a lot of the core stuff they wrote, I was sitting in the other room during COVID, and him and the guitar player wrote all the music for the band here.
Okay.
So, anyway.
Now, your neighbors like rehearsal?
Well, he's like 90-something years old. I don't know what he is.
I don't even think he knows who I am.
Probably not.
No, Bree actually helped him shovel his driveway one time, and he asked where she came from.
Mars.
I think no, she said Venus.
Perfect.
So
That makes more sense.
yeah, but
and my other neighbor Bob, he's never said a thing.
Yeah. My neighbors actually enjoyed it. They would have picnics. You know, like, how can you sit? Because, you know, when you're rehearsing, and I don't know how people sit through rehearsals. Oh, we better do that part over again.
Oh, it's terrible.
And we keep doing it. And then one time somebody came to the post office because I worked down the street from where I lived. They said, hey, that nice Sabbath tune last night. I'm like, you guys heard that from across the valley? And they said, yeah. And I thought, you're full of shit. And I said, I'm going to do something tonight. And it's something different. And he heard it. And we sit on the porch and enjoy it.
As long as that window's closed, there's 350 gallons of water in that thing.
Okay.
That's a good block.
Yep.
But Nance and I were talking about I got to talk to the band about doing a party here at the house, inviting all the neighbors, of course.
Yes.
And setting up the tent in the backyard. I have a 30 by 10 tent, which we'll have tomorrow night at the Langhorne Music Festival.
all of the neighbors.
Yeah, I don't care. And just have a concert out back here.
I did that for my son's graduation. Played at the bottom of our hill. And it was just a great crowd, and everybody loved it. So it was nice. But
That ain't a badass to do.
Really, all of the neighbors.
Maybe not all.
Stuff like that. Some of the stations.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
But the water tower shows what? 8 to 11?
8 to 11.
Well, see,
There's-
Chris says he's in.
See? The Water Tower show is 8 to 11, and let's see.
Hi, Dana.
I got community standards. What did I say wrong?
I think it was when you were
So it's 7 o'clock.
being all racist earlier.
No, that was only about the hamster.
What's that kind of a race?
Oh, okay. A hamster race. Yeah, see, we tied
Well,
that.
you were talking about putting it in an Asian guy, so.
No, I did not.
No.
From 7 to 9, I think that's what the happy hour is. It's with Sly Fox.
Yes.
I was there the other week. It was great. The beer's awesome.
Yeah, I've never been to the Water Tower. This is the place to see us.
Great stage,
Yeah.
great sound system. And if you want to play pinball, they've
bowl.
got pinball.
Or bowl or go kart.
Or if the axe throwing thing is done.
It's not done yet.
No? Okay.
But I did hear that Hawkeye's the guy building the cages.
No way.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't touch him.
The wrong way. Oh my. Yeah.
Hey, fuck with me once. I'm done with you
Yeah,
forever.
I know. Well, he doesn't really do the sound there.
Yeah,
Right?
he does do it. Yeah. And we've been playing there pretty much since they started.
Us too. Yeah, we were.
Because I know that Mr. Nielsen's son, I went to school with him.
My son did the flooring in his house. He used to work for Jim Wood Flooring.
Oh, wow.
And Jim Wood Flooring does all the flooring for Shenandoah. Yeah. So when he needed some flooring,
Ah, there you go.
he had
Good
a-
flooring. It
he's
can
got
be
like a
shot and
bas-
pissed all over.
It's got like a only on rare occasion.
Shenandoah?
No, that's all the time.
Yeah.
That's
I was going to say.
No, what they usually do, Jim, honestly, is when somebody goes, everything gets ripped out and start over again.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they just hosed it off,
No,
including the people right down the drain. That's what they did at the VA.
sorry, I wasn't there.
My grandpa was there. My mom almost got arrested trying to get him into Valley Forge.
The park?
No, you know where the Christian college used to be outside of Phoenixville?
No,
Yeah, neither did I actually, but
Jim. I've only been here 22 years.
yeah, it was gone by then. But when we were in grade school, my grandpa was in a VA, but it was like way out in Lancaster. It was the closest one. So there was
Hey,
one.
Michael, how you doing?
There was one in Phoenixville, and she was trying to get him in there. And right as she was just about to get him in, they're like, "We're closing it forever." And so my mom got together a sit-in, like a big protest. So I was like, "Yeah, I want to go to that. Yeah." So I was a little kid. So she's like, "All right, well, we're gonna go tomorrow. So I have to go do something. So I'm dropping you off the neighbors." And then they went and didn't take me because they suck.
Sons of a bitches.
But on the news that night, they were the last, the funny kind of thing because they were talking about it. They almost all got arrested.
wow.
And, like there was a fence and they were talking about how they got over, under, whatever, through. And people are like, Mrs. Perry got over the fence? And then other people, you see my sister had her ass up in the air going under it. Like 70s bell bottoms, ass straight up in the air, trying to force herself under it. All this was on the news. And at the very end of the newscast on Channel 6, it's my mom on the other side of the fence jumping up and down like this. And I went to school the next day, and people were like, "So, saw your mom on the news." And I was like, "How the hell do you know what my mother looks like?" I was horrified. I don't like that. So, you're still over there. Okay.
I'm good.
I just, after telling that story,
I'll give this an 8.5.
8.5?
That's very drinkable
Yeah, it's nice.
for somebody who doesn't drink beer.
So I went on a little walk the other weekend, this past weekend, Sunday, and I love history.
Was that when you made Alex carry the poor dog back?
We didn't make her carry the
No,
dog.
I
She
know that.
decided she wanted.
Oh, my God,
So we
that-
took the dog and we walked from here back to the soccer fields, and then we took the circuitous route all the way up through Heuser, as my son says.
Heuser. It is actually Heuser, I found out.
And then came back to the neighborhood the way we did back from the fireworks.
Yep.
A couple weeks ago. So we got to the first bend where the soccer fields are, and there's a smell emanating of stagnant water from. There's like a pit there.
Oh, yeah, they locked the toilets. I'm really sorry.
No, it wasn't that.
Oh, okay.
And as we're walking through this area, you can tell that the land's been graded very severely. And I said, this is man-made. This is not a naturally occurring thing, that whatever that thing is down there. So we keep on walking. And finally we get to a sign that I've never seen before, and I don't know if you've seen it. There's a placard now by the townhomes that explains what that area was, from the soccer fields all the way up to basically where the baseball fields are, and there's another one of these deep pits, if you will, from 1860 or something to 1912.
Huh.
There was a coal stockyard there, a place where they stored coal that was coming down from the mountains, and they would stockpile it there. And
There was an overflow basin there. Yeah.
Okay.
and it was massive. I mean, there's
That's not the stench you're smelling.
no stagnant water that gathers
Oh.
in the so the pit was it was a V shape, and that's a remnant, that one end, and the one at the other end where you're going up to the baseball fields. That's the other end of it. That's a really deep.
Well, they're
pit.
also doing a bunch of work back there. Like there's now
I saw there's a
there's a
construction
security
vehicle.
hut back there and
I
all kinds
saw
of
it.
crazy
Yep.
shit. Yeah.
But it was cool because I didn't know this. You know, I knew that there was an old rail line that ran through there, and I think that was the rail line that went eventually back through the industrial park back here.
yeah, there was a spur that went back.
And I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, I came up here to the it was like the bicentennial celebration at Valley
Yeah.
Forge, and there was a train that came through there. I think they used some of those rail lines. So
Yeah, I got confused. I thought that was the
funny.
wagon train.
That was my
for a
first time
minute.
in KOP. My dad took us and took the family, you know, and I was all excited. And they had the Clydesdales, and I was like, "Wow, they're big."
What, 1976?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and one of them took a piss.
Probably still
It was a
taking that piss.
life-changing event for I was all of like 8 or 9.
Wow.
I never saw anything like it in my life.
Yeah.
I was astounded at the amount of fluid that an
So
animal.
when the bicentennial came, that's what you took away from it.
I took away
Clydesdale
piss,
really,
and Budweiser beer.
yeah.
No.
My God, this was crazy. I mean,
Oh, the place was packed.
yeah, we were
I think
like
we drove a Chevy
indoctrinated.
Nova up here.
We were like I told you we got those pins that we were supposed to wear so that when people came and they didn't know how to get anywhere, they would come up to us as 7-year-olds and be like, "Hey, buddy, how do I get to the mall?" It's right fucking there.
But the whole area was colonial themed, right?
Well,
Right?
yeah, I mean
The mall was everything.
My
was.
neighborhood is called Cannon Run, like the one over here. There's east and west. We were, I think, east, and we actually had Revolutionary War cannons at the front of the neighborhood.
Oh wow!
Like they were just mounted out there near the sign. They were everywhere. There was cannons were at the mall. They were everywhere. The ones at Valley Forge, they were fucking everywhere around here.
That's cool.
Because now with Schwenksville, we got the Pennypacker Mansion that a Governor Pennypacker lived there, and they do great. Every month they do something historic, which is like one time they had a real baseball game back in the day with the guys in suits and ties.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Reenactment. But now I'm wondering, because with the Phillies having the All-Star game, it's going to start revving up this 250th year anniversary. I wonder what that's going to be like.
I remember the bicentennial when I grew up in Philly. It was the biggest thing ever.
Oh, it was biggest. Oh, absolutely.
They painted the SEPTA buses like flags, and then when I was in
That
junior high,
bicentennial symbol on every damn thing.
those were the buses they brought the kids in.
So yeah, it's less than a year away.
It's crazy.
I actually used to for years put whenever I got a new job, I would put in my whatever Outlook, whatever calendar program we had, 2076. Like you're 108 years. Actually, I think it should be 107, something like that. 100 whatever years old. It's a tricentennial. Try
That's
to be alive.
cool. Imagine that would be neat.
I want to be alive for it. I want to be I want to be the person that remembered the other one. The bicentennial.
Sure.
Be
Maybe.
somebody.
You want to be
Shitting
somebody
in my
too?
diaper and everything. Yeah.
We'll see what technology takes us.
I mean, I didn't expect to live this long.
All right. Yeah, I'll be 116. That's a little bit pushing it, but
You never know.
yeah, well, I don't try to guess anything. Every day's a surprise with something that happens.
We'll be 108.
I'll be dead.
Ah.
I can guarantee it.
You never know.
Nah, it's.
You never know.
I don't think so, Fred.
Yeah, you sound like my wife. I was like, 100 would be a nice goal.
I'm a realist.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm not.
I'm a romantic.
Yeah, no,
I'll
I'm
become a
not.
zombie.
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
I don't want this to turn to an existential conversation.
Oh, we actually seen a real live zombie down Atlantic City.
Really?
Oh my God! And none of us had our phones out. We were leaving Atlantic City, to go to Ocean City, 3 in the afternoon.
Like a K&A zombie?
Well, I think people from Kensington takes their vacations down Atlantic City. So Beth and Angela were in front of us, and we were right behind them. And she had the perfect rock and roll hair. It was Tina Turner perfect.
Gotcha.
Like with the straight ends.
Yeah.
Now she had that like Michael Jackson thing where her skin was white and black.
Yeah.
So that added to it. Her eyes were so far in the back of her head. So she's walking right in front of Beth and Angela's car. And I'm yelling, Regina, get a phone, because we could put it on Instagram or TikTok. We actually seen a zombie. And she came out like this. And she kind of bounced off of Angela's car. And she did a perfect Allen Iverson spin. And
Pirouette?
Yep. And she came right towards us like this.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my God, get your phone out. And Regina's like, are these doors locked? I said, just get your. And we missed the. Amazing. I've seen dancers and.
Excuse me, are you Delta Dawn?
Yeah. Oh, it was so cool. I mean, I feel bad for her, but it was such a cool sight to see, like a real live.
I've never
zombie.
heard anybody put that situation in such a light. That's cool that you did that.
It was because you always. I mean, because you try to avoid the real crazy ones, and I'm sure she was crazy.
They
But
bite.
just her presentation.
Gotcha, man.
I mean, she was all in black, thin, the hair, the eyes, and that whatever they call that with the white and black skin mix.
Alopecia?
No.
What's that called?
That's hair thing.
Yeah, that's a hair thing. But she definitely had the white like chin, like the models.
Vitiligo.
That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, we're
Didn't have a band
laughing.
with a
That's
guy
when
who had
people
that.
from Kensington come down to Atlantic City to vacation.
It could have been somebody threw hot oil in her face too. You never know.
It was.
It was that one time.
Yeah.
My stepdaughter's been spending a lot of time here lately with Nance and I, and she just moved back from the area to the area from Virginia. So she comes up on the weekend. She brings the dog, as you know, and so usually, like, on the weekend morning we get up and her and I end up watching TV together and having coffee. So I was like, "You ever see the K&A cam?" She's like, "What? What's a K&A cam?"
Never heard of it.
So on YouTube, I'll put it on right now. I can't put this on our show because it probably would cause a problem with some kind of licensing or something. But this is interesting. You're gonna like this.
Yeah,
There's no sound, so it doesn't matter.
I should probably apologize to Alex because she had to sit next to me on Saturday night for a while.
Okay.
I'd been drinking.
Oh, is that what K&A stands for? Kensington and Philly?
Kensington and Allegheny.
Allegheny.
Yeah, I mean, think about that.
See, I forget that I grew up there, and it just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Didn't we put this on the podcast once and we were just sitting here for like half an hour making fun of it?
I think we did. I think
we suck.
we put it up on screen too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can get one of the. Here we go. This
We're
is
shitty,
live camera.
Shitty people, man.
Like
happening-
right now.
This is happening right now,
Yep.
except for the commercial.
For the
That's a
commercial.
nice house for Kensington.
I was going to say, it's a beautiful
What the hell?
trash can.
Those crack whores are doing well.
Things are
So,
good.
so they just have a can that
dear
camera
God.
that pans back and
Jesus
forth,
Christ.
and when they had tents, it was really wild.
Yeah.
But you see some interesting things happen.
Yeah.
A lot of people carrying shopping bags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Well, I think that's their stuff.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's their life.
Oh,
And-
thank you for moving.
Oh, see, there's some police activity.
There's always police activity.
He's got a little zombification walk
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah. And I think Angela maybe has it on his dash cam.
You gotta get that to us.
Oh my God, it was scary and fascinating because you see crazy people and you like go like this, but this was actually like in a movie. I'm like, is she real?
I used to see a lot of them at Christmas time.
Where?
Family, they come and visit.
Oh, that's crazy. They just have a camera.
Yeah, it's just
Now, was that cop thing there already, or?
that's a permanent fixture there.
Okay.
It's a cop station. Notice it's surrounded in cyclone fencing.
Yeah, they don't want anybody to steal it.
It looks like it's a relatively calm night, except for that guy.
Is that like
there.
the thing in Giant's parking lot when you get too close to it? It goes, "Thank you for shopping at Giant. You won't be murdered here because you're under surveillance."
Oh,
He's making
yeah.
he's found something.
Oh, they have police presence going on. So
Something's going
all right.
down.
He just was trying to get out of the way.
Oh, wow.
This is cool. So I watch this. a
Oh,
lot.
that gives you something to watch.
That's fucked up. You just sit around and watch that in the morning?
Yeah.
Well, I watch people buy records, so that's even worse.
I watched that, and during COVID, I watched model train sets, and then people mounted their cameras on their trains, so you could ride through the. There's some in Germany that are absolutely astounding. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do with myself. I like to go out to eat. That's my thing. Like if I'm not playing, I want to go out to dinner, which of course is very expensive and
There's
stupid.
that guy again.
He's okay. He's got the the Toto walk.
Yep.
But
he's doing good.
so I would sit down here, and my mother-in-law was living here, so my wife and my mother-in-law would be upstairs. They'd be yucking it up and playing cards, and I'd be down here like watching
hoes and skanks and
people
druggies
do drugs. And,
That's funny you said, because Saturday morning there's absolutely nothing on, and I'll watch people buy records all over the world, Berlin, France, Colorado, whatever.
Now I do watch every weekend Vice Grip Garage.
Huh.
And he's a guy who fixes cars, and his whole shtick is the way it started is he goes and finds a car somewhere, goes in with a bag of tools and a jack.
True. You also watch
tires.
Tom's World.
Of course, but I'm talking how it all started. This is how my YouTube obsession started.
You're going from crack whores to Tom's World.
And I would watch him revive these cars. He calls them revivals, and he attempts to drive them. However,
That's the
1,000
part that
miles
amazes me.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of miles.
Derek Bieri. And from that, I started watching a lot of stuff on Philly history, and there's a couple channels that are literally dedicated to Philadelphia history, and that led me to find Tom's World, the Philly Captain, and there's a couple other people, and that's Tom right
Cutest
there.
little cop car I've ever seen.
It's a Ford Fusion, I think.
It looks teeny tiny from this angle.
And you know, Tom does a whole thing about Northeast Philly and Bucks County, and he came out here one time. We'll see if we can motivate him to do some more of that, but I don't know what he's saying over there because I can't see that far without my glasses.
He just said Paul also watches This Is Tom's World too.
I do.
That guy makes videos anyway.
I mean, that was wild. Like, so I was I watched Tom for probably about 6 months, 7 months, and one day
Then you started checking out his YouTube
I was
page.
sitting at Nick's Roast Beef in Northeast Philly, the Nick's Woodhaven.
The one on the second floor?
No, this is Nick's Woodhaven was an old Mexican restaurant that they converted into a Nick's Roast Beef. Okay. Pretty big place. And I saw this guy walking. I'm like, he looks familiar. And I then the light bulb went off, and I was like, you're from that YouTube channel. And then we struck up a conversation, and next thing you know, we're somewhat friends, right? Right, Tom? We're somewhat friends.
As long as you let him finish peeing before you went up to him. So.
Well, that was only the first time.
Yeah, whatever Nick's Roast Beef down in the city was on the second floor. Got two great bands, Natural Pussy.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And Michael Bruce, the original guitarist for Alice Cooper.
Right on South Street.
And we get there early, like 8 o'clock, well, 7:30 if it was that. And the band's on playing. Now, this is when nobody was dressing anyway, so I didn't think anything of it. So I get my stuff autographed, and I'm talking to him. And I said, that was a really good set. He goes, that was sound check. He says, I'm going to go back and get changed in.
And who was this?
Michael Bruce, the original guitar player.
I thought you were saying Nashville Pussy.
Well, them too.
So I'm curious. Can I ask a question before you continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, Ted
You
Nugent
just did.
infamously used that term on Double Live Gonzo.
Really?
Yes. Okay, so you don't know the answer then. See, but your response tells me your answer.
Yeah.
We lost our feed on YouTube or Facebook.
We did?
Yeah, but there's no video. I remember, when I first played Double Live Gonzo, he turns around and he goes, and this is for all that Nashville pussy.
Wow.
And then the band came out, and I always wondered if they...
Oh, they had to because they cover Nugent all the time.
Then that was it.
So that's your answer, yeah.
Oh, that's so
But
cool.
her name was Corey Parks. She was 6'5", incredible looking blonde on bass. Reuter on guitar. She was a girl and she was built to kill. And she played like Angus. She was killer. But it was basically like a Ramones hillbilly kind of thing.
That's cool, though.
And she would blow the fire, and it was touching the roof. And years later, they opened up for Motorhead, and they were playing the Troc. But the Troc did not have the necessary
Suppression
equipment
system
for Motorhead, so they blew the gig off. But if you remember the alleyway of the Troc, that's where the cars would pull in. So we talked for hours. And got Lemmy's autograph and and I still got my picture.
Dude.
So I start following her on Instagram. And
It's
she
okay?
said,
It's not okay on my computer.
and she said, how, Freddie, would I know you? So I quick dug my Nashville Pussy album out and picked out the picture of me and her.
That's cool.
I said, I met you years ago. We told the story. I was like, wow. They were a great band. They still kind of kick around a little bit.
I remember seeing their name all the time. And
Great logo.
thank you, Jim Naffis. I remember seeing their name, come up. Because I used to get all the newspapers when I was a kid. I would get I stole them. But I got the Daily News and the Philadelphia Journal. And I would cut out all the articles, all the ads in the back for all the bands.
Not the city paper?
Crystal
That's
Ship.
what I was going to say. Mine was the city paper.
Yeah, I love the
cut
city
it
paper,
This
man.
is
because you get it for free.
this is
Yep.
before the city paper.
And it
I'm
was
talking
dirty
about
when you were a teenager.
the 1980s.
Especially the back page. Yeah, the
Yeah,
back
I know.
pages.
Early 80s, when we were walking to school, we'd go by these two, those newspaper things, the honor system. You put a quarter in, you take a paper
Take
out.
every one of them.
We would take everything and then sell them in school. But used to get the Philadelphia Journal every day, and I would cut out all the ads. Robert Hazard's playing here. Crystal Ship is playing here. The A's are going to be here. And I'm like, someday I'm going to go to all these clubs and see all these bands.
Yep. We were on the same page. That's what I used to do.
They were all closed by the time I turned 21. There was no Jeans. There was no Grendel's Lair. They were all memories.
Yeah.
Was Grendel's gone by the time we were 21?
I think so.
Yeah. Because like I was telling before, last time I was on with the Hot Club.
That was on South Street, right? Grendel's Lair?
I don't know if it was on South.
Down, yeah. Everything was on South.
Not
Club was
Khyber.
Never been
It was
there.
around the corner.
Never been to Khyber Pass.
Khyber was, it's on the other side of 470, 676.
Oh, and the
Right on Spring Garden.
I hate to. Am I going to say it wrong? Chestnut Cabaret.
I was there one time.
Who'd you say?
Slaughter with Vinnie Vincent. No, wait, it was Slaughter, Mark Slaughter in Vinnie Vincent.
Grendel's Lair closed when we were 20.
Wow, you
I
guys
never
just missed
got
it.
there.
We missed it by a
See?
year.
Yeah, it was when Mark Slaughter joined Vinnie Vincent Invasion. That was the show I went to. So here's a funny story. So we're standing in the audience.
Fifth and
And
South, yeah.
I know you remember Lori Gallagher.
Oh, we could do 2 podcasts on her.
So I had just started playing out at this point, and there's Lori, and she's talking to this guy who's got his hair teased out to tomorrow. He's wearing this crazy outfit, and I'm a little lit, and I'm like, look at that fucking poser,
Yep.
because I couldn't stand the posers. You know, I just wore like jeans. Most of the time, I played in a pair of jeans and no shirt.
No, I did the whole 9 yards,
'Cause-
except for a little bit of makeup. But I mean,
I did my hair, but I didn't do like the full blowout. I just had massive hair because it was naturally gigantic.
yeah.
And didn't like the other thing. So I'm sitting there and I am just ripping this guy to shreds. This is the first Vinnie Vincent album,
Which is killer.
which is when the singer from Journey,
Robert Schisselman?
yeah,
Schleiserman?
whatever it was, he was the singer, but he made the record, and then after that they got Mark Slaughter.
Right.
So who walks out on stage singing? That poser.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he heard me because I was being belligerently loud.
Sure.
I didn't think that the guy in the band would be standing there
Talking.
to Lord Gallagher of all people, and then why would he be in the audience? Why would I didn't think?
You don't come out to the
Why would he be?
audience.
I wouldn't. I didn't make the. I would.
Oh,
I'm
young
like this.
Paul.
Yeah.
That was my Chestnut Cabaret experience.
We went to see Widowmaker, Dee Snider's solo band.
Fuck, man. That
And
was
we
a
got
great
there
band.
early, of course, to do autographs and the whole stalking thing. So we got there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and this.
I love that record so much.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's a great record.
It's incredible.
Everything about it is
The
great.
first 2, well, the 2 they did were incredible. So
The first one's
Dee,
better.
they got there right as we did.
Sorry.
So I seen the whole walk in and set up and everything. So Dee went up to the bar, Katie, and she was, getting her station ready. And he goes, "Can I have a glass of water?" She said no. And Dee's not.
D.
This is Philly? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I shouldn't
just-
say $8.
Yeah.
Still a big dude.
So she said no, and he just went off. So walked away. Somebody obviously got him water later. But on stage, said this is what, 9, 10 o'clock at night. He went after her.
Oh no.
He got a bottle of water and he started going, because it wasn't that big a place. The power of Christ compels you. Oh my God. So then afterwards we got to hang out. So me and Regina and the guys from Marionette, we go backstage. And I see the door, I see Dee sitting But I didn't know no better because I wasn't that musically educated. I open the door. He starts cursing. Get the fuck out of here. I'm like, oh, shit, what did I do? Here he's paying the guys in cash. And he was very apologetic. He goes,
Allegedly.
well, they wrote it in a book. Jim, they wrote, like, Al Petrelli got his couple hundred or whatever, and very nice with everybody. And then afterwards, we got some great shots and conversation from D. And Widowmaker is so underrated. Go out. I don't know if it's
fucking
always,
Al Petrelli, dude.
Yep. And
I
it was
remember-
funny because he said I would say, then Al would go out on tour with Asia, and then they had an album to do. He goes, what kind of shit's he going to bring into Widowmaker? But it was all killer.
It was
All riffs.
such an aggressive. So his guitar playing on that, I always found it to be just superb
Well,
aggression.
no.
And it's like the guy from Wild Side.
Mm-hmm.
He plays with Vince Neil and a bunch of other people. He was just here with somebody. I was just talking about him. I can't think of the poor guy's name. He's fucking killer. Wild Side, their first record, is such a good record. I think Paul Stanley had something to do with it,
Yeah.
and I didn't even know at the time that he had co-written "Clock Strikes Midnight," which is a killer tune.
Yep.
Would have been a great Kiss song.
It would have been. Some of the stuff the Kiss gave away
Ah,
on that Shocker soundtrack should have been theirs.
that's another good sound. Oh man.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's
Wow.
the good stuff. You know what, I think I've seen Ohio Players. That was my most awkward moment. 200 and some black people, me and Regina. And wouldn't you know, the drink at the time for us was White Russians.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Perfect.
So here I am, all metaled
well,
out, got my hair, my
At least
leather.
they didn't make the opposite.
Or, yeah, you could have Black Russian. They'd be like, what
So
are you doing?
See?
everybody's dancing, having a good time. I go up to the bar. What can I get you? 2 White Russian. Oh my God! And the place was quiet, and it was like, oh, this is so. But the Ohio Players are great.
So
band.
Jim Naffis is saying that he did a showcase at Chestnut with Geffen Records in 1989.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I like that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Instinct got shopped at Geffen Records. We got shopped at them in Atlantic.
I found the rejection slip for Marionette from Atlantic Records.
So we never even got that far. We had a guy he had friends at the labels. He would go up and play them our shit. And Geffen said no.
yeah. Bob wants to meet you in the men's room. What do you think? No. Okay, we're not doing it.
And then the guy from Atlantic was like, well, can they go back and cut some grunge material?
Yeah.
And when they came back and told me that, I hit the fucking roof.
I still get confused. I understand, like, Nirvana's grunge. But so many of those other bands were not. Like Soundgarden, grunt, but really?
But see, Stone Temple Pilots, the first record to me was not a grunge record.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No. They were just. It's
If
an
they had
extent,
said
it was
to me-
basically the evolution of metal.
If they had said, "Can you do that?"
Next
I'd
step.
have been
Yeah.
like, "All right, I think I can come up with a couple."
Well, that's the
riffs that-
problem. They only knew grunge. They said, "Oh, this is grunge. It's all grunge."
All I heard in my head was Nirvana,
Yeah.
and I went,
And I
I'm
mean,
out.
I do like Nirvana's their stuff, but it's different. It's like it's not. It's sad. It's kind of it's like I was telling Bree last night about this. I was saying
Gene Simmons spoke about that.
it is basically that kid in high school that does bad poetry to music.
Yep.
But it worked.
Yeah,
Good for him.
it
Well,
worked. It worked because the
It
new
worked
head
so
of,
well that he killed himself.
the new head
But,
of MTV said, "We're not doing that metal shit anymore. Let's do this."
Yeah. Well, every music is a reaction to the generation before. I mean, the Beatles were a reaction to Elvis, and then you got the dirty hippies with the ripped jeans doing that 15-minute blues solo. So then here comes
I know what you're
Queen.
talking about.
Yeah, and here comes Queen with all the glitter and Motley
Glitter
Crue
and
stuff.
polish.
And then, because that's why I'm not. When I first
What
seen
the
Motley-
fuck was the '80s? I mean, they were the reaction to fucking everything. I mean, you can't pin that.
They were the
down.
evolution of glam.
But it was but it's not just that.
David
I mean, you
Bowie
had,
meets.
you had
the
glam.
Ziggies? We're all Ziggy fans.
Yeah.
You had glam, but you also had like strict metal. You had pop. You had the new wave shit. The next British. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy shit. I
80s
just
were
not-
quite diverse.
Yeah.
And that was I think, an upbeat reaction. The 80s were very upbeat. To
Yeah, there wasn't no downer stuff.
Well, in the
You're right.
'70s, it was
The
like we're all
70s,
gonna die.
'Cause of the
Don't plan
nuclear-
ahead.
Right, right.
John-
And in the '80s,
yeah, John
people
Denver
started
and-
making money, and
Yeah.
I swear to God, like it parallels our life. It's almost like this was made for us. It's like the '70s. It's like just like it's like Sesame Street, John
Melancholy.
Denver kind of shit. And then when we're finally like, okay, I've hit puberty. Let's fuck. Now the 80s music comes out. Then like the 80s are over and now you're out of your parents' house. You have bills. Your heart's been destroyed. You're like, fuck, I hate this. I mean, it really did follow along.
Well, it's funny
Well, it does.
because
It's not a business, but it's they're trying to sell to that generation because we had a
they know what
discussion
they're
about.
doing. They knew what they were doing. They don't know now.
They can't sell to the boomers because they suck, so they sell to us.
But it's always like because the ones that kick down the door are the ones that get cut, like my New York Dolls, and then here that's '74, and then 9-10 years later, here comes Motley Crue. I'm like, that's the New York Dolls. You gotta be kidding me.
I really feel like that crew. I don't know if they knew who they were, but I feel like they ripped off our local boys.
Yeah, what's
Cinderella?
no
Who?
Dead End Kids.
Oh.
Well, supposedly it was between Motley Crue and the Dead End Kids for a contract, but there was only 4 Motley Crue and 5 in Dead End Kids, so they gave it to Motley Crue.
Motley Crue
And Leo Gorcey got involved.
and I love Motley Crue, but the Dead End Kids had more talent from one guy in the band than the entire band.
Oh God. Yeah, well, I was telling we used to go up to the Cherry Lounge on Thursdays. And
I
watch
never
them
got
guys.
to see them until
Oh,
I think
my
did I tell you that story? I
Yeah,
finally
yeah.
got to see them, and it was like 2010 was when I got to see
Because
them.
I used to play pinball with Bill Mattson, and I was starting to be a young
One of the
rocker.
greatest singers of all time.
So underrated, and that Tangiers album is so good.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
And then Mike comes in and knocks it out of the park
yep,
with his take on it.
yep, great stuff. And
Mike LeComte.
we used to yell out "The Seasons of Weather," "Train Up the Rollin'," and they used to do an Alex Harvey band song where they used to strangle
Midnight
each other.
Moses.
Yep, and then and they're the ones with the kicks. And then they would do "Getting Tighter" from Deep Purple. They would do everything. Oh,
They
and
were
then
great.
Wolfman or Wolfie with the spiders. They
See, I only can watch old videos I can find on YouTube. Of them.
they
I
were
never got
so
to.
good.
I
They were
was
so good.
I was 12.
And of course that
My
whole,
dad wouldn't take me.
Yeah, but you had the advantage of living in the city.
Yes.
Where everything was.
But
Yeah, we're out
everything happened with them in like Wildwood,
But still, I mean, like,
Jeeves on the Boulevard,
not
right?
just them. I'm talking like overall. Because, like, all those places you've been to, Jesus Christ, like, most of them I haven't been to. Might be like 1%. And the reason was.
That's a shame you never got to the Empire. Dude.
Yeah, the reason, and we talked about it. My friend Mike and I, we talked about it, but it was like, how are we going to get there?
Well, it wasn't like you could take a train.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, you can't even take one now. They're killing the R5.
Yeah.
But from out here, there was it was hard. Like, I remember going to Carroll in 10th grade. We're 15, and we had an assignment: go down to Philadelphia, walk around the old city area, where all the history and shit is, and just get some pamphlets and come back. And my friend John and I are in the same class. This is for, and we're like, "Fuck, are we gonna get to the city?" We had no idea.
Norristown line.
We didn't know how to use the train or the bus or any of that shit. We're from the fucking suburbs, man. We don't know how that crap works.
Yeah, my dad was from the city, so he would drop us off at Norristown, and that's where I got to all the tower shows. Norristown to 69th Street.
We
It's the only way now.
We took the bus to the L.
Yep.
At Bridge Street. We took the L into Center City. It made a turn and went all the way out to the tower.
Like,
And
when I finally
as you're riding that train, you're like, are we sure this is okay?
When I was 17, I figured it out, or 17, 16, whatever the fuck I was. I guess 16-ish. And my school was right at the Radnor train station on the R5, so we just take that down to 8th and Market, and then walk all the rest of the way down to South Street. So that's where we went. We went all those places down there. And then we turned 21, and it was just like, oh, well, now we can really get into these places.
Yeah.
But by then, it was like, you're going to see stuff that's not the same stuff. It wasn't bad, but
Were you there today? Who was the guy that got shot in front of the Empire?
Gigi.
Yes, I was there that night.
I wasn't there. No, again, that was.
See,
where the
that's
fuck-
where the 7-8 years
where
difference
was I?
comes in.
Where was I?
Oh, I met Alcatraz down there, Rough Cut.
We used to hang out in the parking lot.
Yep.
And
At
if,
Kmart.
if nothing happened, we went over to Nick's Roast Beef on Cotman, and Edna would serve us at 17 and 18 years old. So hang out in the parking lot or go get booze. For me, as much as I love music, booze was a little more important at that point. So we used to we spent a lot of time at Nick's.
There's a new book that's out about the Philly rock scene.
Fortunately. Well, I want to get it then.
Yeah, it's Johnny D does the forward for it, but it's a nice thick one, so it must have all the information of different bands that we had.
My sister got arrested at the Empire.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do that she took the heat for?
Yeah, right.
My ex-girlfriend and I got her a fake ID with my ex-girlfriend's name on it. So we got her she went and got a duplicate license with her face on it, and it's a very unique name. I won't say it on there. And
Grand Falloon.
the LCB agent that raided the club on the night we premiered as a headliner at the Empire, and emptied the fucking place out in 30 seconds.
Do they do that anymore?
No, not that I know of.
Why were we persecuted
So he
by the
was
LCB?
like, this name looks very familiar. I can't imagine there would be two of these in the world.
Henrietta Grand Falloon.
Might as well have been. And next thing I know, I'm in the dressing room, and somebody comes in and said, "Dude, your sister's in HB's. They because HB's was closed that night. She's in there with a bunch of LCB agents." And I was like, "How the fuck am I supposed to go out and play now? I got to go home and tell my parents." Well, they found out before I even got done.
I imagine she had a phone call.
Yeah.
Did you get to play Bonnie's down in Jersey?
Yes.
Yeah, Bonnie's was
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Electric Pony.
No.
I played there a bunch. We played at G. Willikers a bunch, that was the armpit of all armpits of armpits.
And we were happy to be there.
I was.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my God, these places are dives. Especially we recorded down at Galaxy for the Marionette demo.
Played the Galaxy a lot.
We went there in the daytime. It looked like a nuclear disaster.
Well, it's like the place on South Street. It was like somebody's living room. I mean, it was like if somebody had like converted their attic. You usually had to go upstairs above the bar, and it was a room. Not even. I mean, this would blow it away. You know, maybe they'd have lights. Maybe you bring your own. Who the hell knows?
Were you there the night Brittany had the big fight?
No, I was there for the last night of Cinderella.
Okay.
And I wasn't even 21 yet.
Okay, yeah, so that's a difference.
I don't know how I guess it was an all ages night.
Probably, yeah, to get
And
that.
I was there for Heaven's Edge on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And I think that was like one of the last nights. Maybe that I'm confusing two nights together. But I was definitely at the last show at the Empire. And I remember going to the bathroom. Rick Blatstein was there. He was, on microphone. I go in the men's room, and a lot of dudes were going to the ladies' room. And I'm like, well, I'm sure that goes on all the time. But, well, when I get in the men's room, half of the elbows on the urinals were disconnected. It was just dumping right onto the floor.
Why?
I didn't ask.
Yeah, we don't ask.
You just
to step over the piss and
I'm like,
We
there's
want it to
something,
look like CBGB.
There's something hitting my boot, and I'm like, it's my own fucking piss.
Yep.
It happens.
But when I played there, it was after the stage had done the flip.
Right, I played both sides.
Yeah, I never got I saw Cinderella on the other side.
Yeah.
That last night there.
Yeah. What was the years of the Empire? 80.
Must have been like 83 through 90, I would think.
I was going to say, because we were done in 89, so I remember after that.
I mean, that was my whole motivation to play was I just wanted to play the Empire.
That's it. Once you play there.
I was like, I went there with Russ on a Wednesday night. They had local bands there, and we're watching this piss poor band struggle. And I'm like, we could do our stupid shit here. We should play here.
Yeah, next time I come, I got a stack of little postcards, all the bands on it. Including us.
Yeah.
I have stuff up in the attic.
Yeah, and I brought them out because Rough House was on there, or Tees, whatever they were at the time. And Rhett Forrester from Riot played there.
Everybody played there.
Everybody. It was it was an honor looking back now, that was one of the highlights to actually be able to play there and say, yeah, we did it.
I couldn't believe it. So when we played there, I was very early in our, I don't want to say career, but it was very early on. And, what was his name, the sound guy? Oh, shit.
No, I can't remember.
He comes on the microphone. I'm up and say, you got a speaker out on the top of your cabinet. And I'm like, what? So I go up and I'm like, I yell over. I'm like, but it's brand new. He goes, I don't care what it is. It's broken. And it was that cabin. I blew one of the top speakers in that 2 weeks after I got it.
Wow.
Celestian speaker. So I had to go out and buy another speaker. But I was mortified that this had happened to me.
Do you remember the band Crank?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they were good. They were good. Yeah, because Heaven's Edge we ended up selling all the equipment to after our last show. I was saying before that Marionette last show was at the Galaxy, the Galaxy, and we were going down, and the guys in the band says, "Oh, we're done." And we just spent $1,700 for a demo.
Oh my God.
Like I was already over the illusion we were going to be the next Motley Crue.
Of course.
But we could do something. And nope, they put for sale signs on them. Oh, and that's the thing with Lori Gallagher. So Lori Gallagher.
Who do you think you are, the Rolling Stones?
So she comes up, and now see, Tim was the leader of the band for Marionette. And she came up to Tim and goes, "Look, at Heaven's Edge is, not that they were being looked at. Could you guys switch positions?" Now, I would have done it in a heartbeat just to be in her good graces because she ran everything. Tim said, "Fuck you."
No.
So that's why I ended up going to the Empire all the time,
Brilliant.
just to kiss her ass to get back into that circle. And I thought, never again. If I'm ever in it, I'm in charge.
Because she ran the cell block, and it was a nightmare.
Yep, the cell block, yeah.
She'd have like 7 bands on a 5-band slot night, and
Yep.
somebody would get booted, and
Yep.
it was always so. One of my last gigs there, it was after they put up the cyclone fence,
Yep.
so they could have the all ages. That was always the death knell. You knew it was over. The Galaxy did it, Bonnie's did it, and so I'm backstage. And I'd been playing there a couple of years. I was a whopping 24. I was the old man at this point because the bands were all like 18. And so these kids are in there, and nice backstage area. I mean, nice for it wasn't nice, but there was a leather couch back there. It was kind of cool. You could hang out. You could have a couple beers or whatever if you can get them in there.
You actually sat on it?
And some kid just decides, "Fuck it, I'm gonna piss on the couch."
Ugh.
And it was like the first time I flipped out on somebody at a gig, and I started screaming at this kid, "The fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "We used that couch," and it was a whole thing.
Yep.
And that was right at the end. That was right at the end.
Okay, yep.
And I remember it was one of those moments. I was like,
Where'd you bury him?
I think I stuck Rich on him. Now, you don't know who Rich is, but I had a guy that he lived here for a little while. He was my roommate.
I know who he is.
Big Richie? Yeah. So Richie was very menacing. And, I would tend to run my mouth a lot with chicks who had boyfriends. So I always needed somebody to help me out. They call them players now. I guess I was a player. So I always had Richie. Richie would,
They had another name for that.
he would take care of things for me. And, we were playing a gig one time at the Cell Block, and very, very popular band took their sweet ass. They were taking their sweet ass time taking their shit off the stage.
Oh, really?
And I'll tell you who they are after we're off the air. And Richie walked up with my buddy Dave. I had these 2 burly guys, and they just started taking their equipment and throwing it off the stage.
Yep. Toss it. Yeah. But no, there's a new book out. I forget what Philly Underground or Philly something, but it goes from 83 to 90. So.
Oh, sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was good times back then.
Oh, people today don't have any idea. I mean, music was like video games is today, and whatever else.
That's a good way of putting it.
That was the thing. You listen to music, and that's what we talked about, and that was our obsession. And in school, it was the people that were into music, and some that were into sports, and some that were into both. But for me, I was in with the guys that all we cared about was music. I mean, I love my Phillies and my Eagles, but music was everything. Yeah. Everything. It was 24/7 nonstop talk. That's all I thought. Slept.
And I had a good crossover because I was a baseball player before I was a singer, and it was 75. And even the Yankees had long hair and beards and stuff. So
everybody had long hair.
Right, and I was getting, and Coach Malinowski, Geller, either cut that hair, you were off the team. And I was not all-star caliber, but I was pretty good. And I said, no, I'm not going to get it cut. Like the first time as a teenager, I'm putting my foot down. I'm making my identity. Because I had the big bell bottoms and the big heels and the flowered satin shirts. And once I got kicked off the team, I was done.
Wow.
I was done. I let the hair go. And
See, hockey never mattered. It was more padding under the hair.
Right. Yeah, Coach Malinowski put some little skinny kid behind to catch. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, man.
Good luck with that.
Gets knocked over every time there's a fastball.
So there's a lot of police activity down there. There's no action. You're not seeing any zombies.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's 10 of.
Oh, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I've got a lot to promote for the next 4 days.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save that. Save on that.
Okay.
But do you have an edition of Florida Man that we can do before we leave tonight?
I think I might.
I mean, what better send off for Ozzy than Florida Man?
Yeah.
Florida man does
Don't cheat.
whatever
Okay.
a Florida man can. Have a job, probably not. Why is that? He's a freak. Look out, here comes the Florida man.
All right, I can only take so much banjo playing in one day. All right, let's bring this.
I like
up
when
here.
Zach Wilde does it.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. I think it's all fitting on stage.
All right.
All right. So again, if you haven't played along before and, monitor Facebook and everything, there are 5 stories that are actual headlines from real legitimate news articles from Florida and one I made up. You need to pick the one I made up. So number 1, Florida man wears inflatable unicorn suit to court and judge asks no questions. Florida man steals 850 pairs of underwear from Victoria's Secret, hides in grandfather's casket. Florida man bitten by
What's
shark.
the relationship between the two things, though?
It's Florida. Don't try to apply logic to it. Florida man bitten by shark, punched by monkey twice, struck by lightning, bitten by snake. Sounds like my mom. Actually. Florida man dressed as pirate, arrested for firing musket at passing cars.
That's real.
Florida man crashes car into business while trying to time travel.
He was trying to get to 88.
Mm-hmm. Florida man's church loses tax-exempt status because it's just a nightclub.
That would never happen in today's world. That's fine. Everybody's tax exempt. I think I actually heard the time travel guy. I'm going to say the first one.
First one?
Yeah, the
Okay.
inflatable unicorn suit.
Okay.
Because the other day somebody wore to the judge, world's worst dad or something really, it was worse than that. And the judge looks at him and says, what would possess you when you're on my dime to do such a T-shirt? And that's what he did. He just went like that. And she goes, 30 days, get out of here.
That's like the woman who was on a jury somewhere and she wore a Star Trek uniform.
Yeah.
It's like, and you left her on the jury. Okay.
Okay, yeah. No, number 1 I think would be the...
You're having a hard time with this one, aren't
What?
you?
I mean, I want to go with number 3, but I'm trying to understand the context of it, so it's probably...
These are just headlines. I don't write them,
All right.
except one of them. And you're looking for context
No, not
in a
Florida.
Florida man thing? Come on, man.
Every one of them could be true.
They all sound plausible to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Especially Florida, yeah.
We've been doing this too long.
I don't want to do it, but I'm going to go with 3 because I feel like
3?
it's 5.
What do you got?
Okay. All right. So, yeah, obviously this one's correct. This one happened.
Yeah, not too long ago, right?
I don't think so, yeah.
Just recently. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
All right.
88.
88. This one's obviously correct too because you just know that's going on.
100%.
Now, my church was a nightclub.
And I could see the guy firing the gun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay. This one's real. All right. This one is actually real.
Yeah, I figured.
And then
I was on a winning streak.
this one's real. So nobody got it.
Oh,
What? Why not? Why? That's totally plausible.
yeah.
You know what? It's the most ridiculous thing I could come up with, and none of it does make logical sense. But it's probably the one that's the most plausible. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just
definitely.
didn't understand the two parts together. I should have just gone with my gut. God damn it.
Well, I mean, it could happen because I've seen weirder ones where it doesn't make any sense. Because you would say, okay, so there's a Victoria's Secret, and somehow he
And next
got,
at 11, Florida man steals 850 pairs of underwear from Victoria's Secret, hides in grandfather's
But
closet.
how would he get to the
tonight at 11?
casket? But I think I was actually in a Florida mall. They did have a casket store, so it's possible.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's grandfather was there. You never know.
Let me see if I can give you some ads to put up there. Let's see if this will work.
All right.
Where's Jim Perry?
Oh.
Where is Jim Perry? Let's see if this will work. Do. There's Summer Jam, Peppers, and the concert series. Now, how do I send 3? No, I don't want that one. Oh, for crying out loud. For the love of God, just work. There we go.
So I got Summer Jam.
Beautiful.
All right, let me get that up there. Hang on a minute. Oh, can't find. Give me a minute. Talk. I'll figure it out.
Talk about yourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, we did that the whole show.
But yeah, don't forget Saturday night, 8 to 11. 3 wonderful bands for your entertainment. Come enjoy
and
the
they
show.
all have cool logos.
Yes. My daughter invented that for me.
I see what's going on here. Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, she came up with that because I wanted something with skulls and.
Yes, it'll be Dog Bite Money, Old School, and Resurrection Saturday night. And at the end of the night, we're going to do something special if we can make it work. We just have to get all the gear on stage, and I think we'll be able to work it out. I still have a gift card from last 2 weeks ago when I was there, so I'm going to go play some more Star Wars pinball. I'm very excited about that, I have to say.
So there's that.
Love my pinball. And then Friday night, Old School, the night before, is going to be at Peppers in King of Prussia. If Jim can get the picture up.
Let me see what I can do here. It's not easy doing it that way.
That's what she said.
Is that one? No.
So if you want to see Old School, just the straight ahead Old School, and we're gonna have Tegan from formerly of the band Breaker. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be sitting in with us, doing a tune. So that's this Friday, 8:30 to 11:30. Old School at Peppers by Amadeus. Great food, by the way.
Yes.
So did my mom's 80-something birthday there. I think it was her 80th. It's crazy. So I'm looking forward to that. And tomorrow night, Old School will be from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock at the Langhorne Concert Summer Concert Series. I had to get it right. This is our debut there, and I'm pretty excited about that. And we'll be there. So it's going to be cool because I don't know how long it's going to be dark. Well, it'll be dark at this time. We end around 9.
Yeah,
We're bringing the whole freaking light show. We're bringing everything. The tracers, you name it. We're bringing the smoke and we're bringing everything. So, you bring the kids. They might have a good time.
Fire, the thunder.
I don't have any fire. I didn't invest in that yet. I'm thinking of getting Cold Spark.
Yeah, I just, yeah.
So I got 3 shows in 4 days and 3 days of work in the middle of all that. It's all going to work out just fine. Just fine. I'll sleep on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So
you got this. You got
that
this,
and the other thing.
and that thing.
There it is.
All right.
Thanks, Tim Burns, for hooking up Old School with the summer concert series. And thanks to Josh for putting together and leading the call with Nicholas over at the Water Tower. Been working on this gig for about a year to put this together. And it all came together, the trifecta show.
Yeah, you can't do better than 3 of us.
No. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I am really excited. And to me, that's like a vacation gig.
Yes. Well, that's what they all want to be for me right now is vacation gig.
It's no PA.
Yep.
We come in, we get to kibitz with each other. Maybe we go to the kibitz room first. And we get to have a good time and play some rock and roll and watch each other and have a really good time.
Yep, and hang out with all our friends.
It's going to be like
a great time.
It's like a high school reunion if you've never been to one before.
Yep.
So
Ours
I
is
highly
supposed
recommend.
to be this year,
What?
Our high school reunion should be this year.
They just had mine.
Did you go?
I played a gig.
Oh, well.
I blew them off.
That's okay. They're not even doing ours.
Everybody was all over my case.
Yeah.
About it.
Never did a reunion. I did a first grade reunion.
Went to my 20th. Yeah. Well, now my grade school, all my grade school kids that I went to school with, they were all talking about getting together.
Yeah.
So we did it once. Once all the guys came here and
We're
hung out
gonna
the
do
outlet
something
bar.
like right after Halloween. We had some friends over, guys I went to school with, so we're gonna try to do that again this year.
It's fun, man.
So I'll let you know what day it is. Usually the
Okay.
Saturday after Halloween, unless you're busy.
Nancy, I do want to talk to you about the idea of doing a backyard show.
Okay.
Because we'd like you to be involved.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Because you know everybody.
Well, that's
I
true.
don't know anybody in this neighborhood.
Yeah. That's true. I do know these people.
Jim, if you want to promote your daughter's show.
Yeah, I probably should. So in about a minute at Monco Radio, actually now on MoncoRadio.com, the cat call is going on, and you're a bad person if you don't listen. I'm just saying.
You're a very bad man.
Bad person. So no,
Bad man, Jim.
Very good, very bad.
MoncoRadio.com. Check out the cat call. It's always on 9 o'clock Tuesday night, right after our show. Give it a shot.
Does she work for the radio station?
She went to school there, and she's still doing her show.
Yeah.
She did it when she was in school.
She was underneath the tutelage of my friend Matt Porter that I went to college with. When I went to Bucks County Community, I did 2 years at Bucks and 2 years at Temple, and they were prison sentences. I met Matt Porter, who runs the audiovisual program over at Bucks. He does on the radio station there and all that stuff. And we found each other through KISS. And we didn't kiss each other.
Yeah.
The band.
The band.
There's a thing that goes on with KISS fans.
He still does the Kiss Room every week. I don't know what day it is, but he does it.
It's the first Friday of every month.
Oh, it's every month? Okay.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it starts at 3 o'clock when I'm still working, and so I don't always have the opportunity to.
Is that on YouTube kind of thing? I would love
It's
to.
at
MoncoRadio.com.
All right.
Yep.
And it's free.
Yeah, my daughter teaches dentist. She's a hygienist, and she teaches there.
He's had Bill Starkey, if I'm not mistaken, on the guy who was their bodyguard. I mean, he's had unbelievable guests on his show. I mean, it may not sound like unbelievable to you, the audience here, but if you're a KISS fan, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Well, it's been a wonderful show.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. Don't
Thanks
forget,
for coming in.
Nice
come see
to
us Saturday night, everybody.
Talk about Ozzy and let's
Long live Oz.
rock and
Sadly,
roll.
we had to, yeah.
Long live Oz.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Good night,
Peace out.
everybody. Good night.
Yeah, all right.
See you Saturday.
We're out.
I don't think I'm a peace out guy.
No? All right.
Got to do it now. I can't do
We're
this.
out.
Get off the boardwalk.
There you go. All right.